Yahoo! Prof here behind your camera, and we got Squeers back there, and it catches your face right away. Dude, I wish it did that to me. Like literally, I can put the mouse right here, and it still looks at you. Because I have face detect on. It just doesn't detect my face as a face. What we have here is the Nightsword RGBs.
Yeah.
This is the upgraded version of the Nightsword, which didn't. It had RGB, but it wasn't called the Nightsword RGB. I don't know.
Could be worse. The Ironclaw for palm grippers.
Yeah,
I was talking about that.
Yep. Yeah, check out the last video where we covered, was it M65 RGB Elite? Because names can't... They're missing Pro there. It should be the Pro Elite.
Here's the biggest disappointment for me. 115 to 137.
Yep.
You get wireless mouse.
See, but it's competing...
200 hours of battery life.
Here's the thing. It's competing with the G502. Which, unless you get the wireless one, is a chonk.
I suppose, yeah. And also those magnets that pull it to the mouse.
Yeah, you can't use a metal mouse pad with the G502 because the magnet door sticks it to the...
See, this is a classic one here. All right, they origami'd this thing in here. All right, sounds good. Good job, Corsair. Maybe it's not too bad here, but you gotta pull a flap up, bend over backwards,
do a backflip,
do a barrel roll. Maybe
do a barrel roll.
Maybe you can pull the thing apart without destroying your actual... Nope.
That's
just not possible.
I only care about the box, so...
Oh, there it goes. All right, there you go. And then after that's done, can you lift it up and out? Oh, you gotta unfold this right here, and then... There we go.
Oh, and then the whole thing's wrapped in plastic, too, because they put shiny on it. Because, you know, something that you... Here's... Okay, I'm going to use this as an illustration. Don't rip that off.
Drop the weights.
They're so heavy that Squeers already dropped the weights.
Don't worry about it.
Can I get them open?
Crack them open and just launch everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, especially doing it one-handed. So, yeah, there's weights. There's 3 without holes in, and there's 3 with holes in. Why they made this whenever... Like, this was first designed back when everybody was already starting to go lightweight. Like,
yeah.
Like, everybody wanted 100 gram or less mouse.
And they like sub 95, I think.
And do you remember when Corsair, or not Corsair, Cooler Master messed up with... Wasn't it the MM520 and 530 where they made them 100 grams by putting a weight in them?
Yeah.
Because they're like, everybody said they wanted a 100 gram mouse. It's like, oh, no. 100 grams or less.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, but we made it 100 grams. No. And they later re-released them without the weights. And they would, if you removed them yourself, send you new feet, too.
I think it was the MM530 one that did that. I don't think they did a 520 one, anything like that. I think it was just the 530.
No, they didn't re-release it, but if you did remove they shipped on the new ones, they shipped it with extra feet.
In case you wanted to remove it.
Yeah, or you could remove it. Now, see what Squeers is having to do here. He is peeling all this shiny plastic off because Corsair, during shipping, mind you, had to cover it to protect the gloss plastic.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I'm just going to illustrate something. This is something that you grab with your hand regularly.
Sweat all over
and you sweat all over it.
Oh, there's more.
So if it can't survive being shipped, how is it going to survive being used?
Nerd sweat, basically.
Yeah, how is it if they're worried about it? And yes, by the way, guys, if you're wondering, it is actually cheaper for them. Like, you're like, why are they putting that on there? Because they would lose more money from returns from people getting the glossy a little scuffed than they lose by spending all the money putting this stuff on.
I think this last piece is the final piece of.
There's just all that there.
I think.
But yeah, so that's, if you guys are wondering, that's the reasoning behind this though, is because they could not put that on there. They could choose not to put this on there, but they would have more complaints from it getting like a little scuffed in the packaging.
Yeah.
That would cost them entire mice. That they'd rather do.
You know, this isn't too bad.
It's pretty good shape actually.
It's heavy as that. It's got this.
It feels very hollow. Even though it's heavy, it somehow feels hollow.
Why does it seem like you can just
pull
the sensor out?
You can't pull the sensor out. That's where the weights go, dude.
Oh, okay.
There
I was going to say, are they pulling like a Steel Series here where they had the rival?
I could never even get a different sensor. Actually, no, the only...
they did.
No. They made the
The laser.
the laser available. Because remember, they
That's what I
ship
wanna
the best sensor in the mouse.
That's what I want to do, is put something that has inherent acceleration.
Yeah, you want to put a worse sensor in
Yeah,
there.
don't worry about it. Oh my lord. That's heavy.
Yeah, the whole thing, it's somehow a brick, yet it feels light. Like hollow light. Like, and then yeah, just take this thing, the weight thing out and chuck it over there. But yeah, this is supposed to be Corsair's version of the 502.
Okay.
And it's actually a unique shape.
Yeah.
Like, do you even feel how hard it is to hit that sniper button? Like, it is like, it feels so cheap and nasty, the back and forward buttons too.
Yeah.
But it is a very unique shape. I don't know if you guys can, if this comes over on camera, but very low back, very high front. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, like claw would be good.
Is the dark core? Is that kind of like that shape?
Oh, go watch my Dark Core video, guys.
I'll have to go back and watch it. I don't think I got to partake in it. So.
Because it got returned the next day.
Yeah. The thing that's kind of weird for this one is, and I'm looking at it now, you can kind of see.
If you guys are wondering,
as I smack the camera.
The Dark Core is my most watched video because all I do is shit on it.
There. So it's kind of weird. Like, you kind of expected it to go flat.
Yep.
Or flare out maybe slightly.
Yep.
This one cuts in.
Cutting in is fine. Cutting in is better than cutting out.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, this could be. I could see this being kind of fatiguing right here for like.
Probably.
Your finger, because you're gripping it kind of like. It feels like you have to claw it almost.
There are too many issues with this mouse, to be truthful, to make it recommendable.
Oh god, that thumb button.
Oh, that's what I was telling you. Like, it's
garbage. What is that?
Yeah.
The sniper's not too bad, but what? Are they even using like micro switches for that?
I don't know, but it's bad.
What? The mouse looks. It feels decent. Honestly. It's
yeah, the shape is all right, but the rest of it's like kind of.
It's like, what is that? It's probably. It feels like the middle click. Probably a tack switch. It's not like an actual.
Yeah. So we'll give you a round of boot on this, but I can't recommend this one. Like, if you guys are into collecting mice or something, check her out. You can probably get one cheap. Corsair does usually clearance these things, especially when they're coming out with like a new version or something, or it sells like shit. Like, you can even feel the rubber on this side. Doesn't feel very rubbery. Like, it feels like almost a plastic rubber.
Yeah.
So like, yes, it's grippy, but it's more. It feels like it's more grip to look grippy, not to actually be grippy. Does that make sense? And the strain relief, here, watch this. It doesn't move. Like, that's me putting a bunch of freaking.
And it's still got the monster USB dongle on the end there, just like the.
I felt like that one felt bigger, or is that just because it's gray?
Well, I don't know. Let's bring it back over just to compare and contrast. It might just be because it's gray.
I think it's because it's brighter. My brain thinks it is bigger.
Get your finger out of the way there. I mean, no, it's the same size.
Yeah, so it's just because it's bright. My brain thinks of it as being.
Does it flex like? Yeah, it kind of does.
Kind of does.
What about this guy?
Kind of.
Anti-strain relief, as you called it.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you put the strain relief on the end of this 2-inch USB cable here. Nice job, Corsair.
Some of theirs are real bad. They look like they should be super, like their older ones look like they should be super flexible. You know, with all those zigzaggities.
Yeah, I know what
and then they're just
about.
like.
Yeah.
Well, this one's gonna have to be cut off a little short. We're running out of juice in the old picture machine here.
Almost looks like it'd be rubber right here. It's not.
No, exactly. Like I said, it's made to look like it's grippy.
Yeah.
But it's not.
I don't know what they were thinking with this one, but nice try.
I think this is another one like if you're running the Dark Core was definitely made by somebody else and then branded, maybe tweaked a little bit for Corsair, and then branded Corsair. This is another one of those that I'm pretty sure is like that.
Raptor Gaming when they bought them.
That's where the M65 came from, dude. And M45. M45 came from them.
Raptor Gaming?
Yep.
No.
Yep. It had a different name before then.
Well, maybe they should do whatever they did then and stop doing this.
Yeah, check it out if you're interested in a store or something. Unless you get it dirt cheap, I personally wouldn't buy it unless you're a collector or something.
Yeah.
So, if you're trying to get like the whole series or something.
Yeah, it looks like you got like speaker grills
it's
around here. I'm assuming that's RGB.
It's designed first. A 502 or what's the Basilisk? Better.
Yeah.
Both of those
Oh, yeah.
crush this.
Oh yeah.
So, well, guys, we'll see you in the next one. We gotta get a new battery in here, and our pile is diminishing.
Slowly but surely.